Hello everybody and welcome to the United Stand. Bruno Fernandes has signed for Manchester United. It's official. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Terrible singing, but Bruno Fernandes is at Manchester United and it's official. He's going to be playing against Wolves, and as the great Billy Ocean once said, get out of my dreams, get into my car. This is Bruno Fernandes at Manchester United. The dream is real. Don't stop believing. Do not stop believing, because this is it. I tell you what, there's a classic song by Tina Turner that comes to mind as well, Bruno, if you're watching. I'll be a private dancer, dancing for money. I'll do what you want me to do. I'll be a Anyway, enough of that. Ring me up later, Bruno. But look, this is it. This is real. This is the reset button to Ollie. I've got to stand by my words. I said if he signed Bruno Fernandes when I didn't think if there was any chance of it happening, that I would stick by him and give another chance. We've got another chance. And I tell you what, Wolves, you may as well come to Old Trafford on Saturday night with your muzzles on, because you've got all the bite of a basking shark. Bruno's going to own you. He's going to come to town and make a change. But seriously, very, very, very happy, as you can see. This is the release of... This is that. There's so many songs I could sing. Mark the Ship is Back, says Dallas International Sound. This is massive. Woo! Bit of Ric Flair. Bit of bump and grinds. That's not Ric Flair, but yes, Bruno Fernandes, Manchester United, 5.5 deal. I'll have 5.5 years deals. I'll talk you through some of the stuff that's going on. Simon Peach is saying it's a 5.5 year deal. In fact, let's just go to the website. And we can have a look at that and give you the exact details of what's happening with Bruno Fernandes. Delighted to confirm the signing of Bruno Fernandes from Sporting Club de Portugal, Sporting in England. He signs on a 5.5 year contract with an option to extend for a further year. The 25-year-old Portuguese international has contributed loads of goals. We know all that. But most important of all, let's have a look at what Bruno's got to say. He says, my love for Mark Goldbridge really started when I used to watch him on the United... No, he says, my love for Manchester United really started when I used to watch Cristiano Ronaldo play, and ever since then, I've been a big fan of this great club. Oh, it's goosebumps. And for me, to now play for Manchester United feels incredible. I've worked hard to get to this moment, and I can only promise the fans that I'll give everything for the badge to help us bring more success and trophies. I want to thank Mark Goldbridge for everything they've done for me. I want to thank Sporting for everything they've done for me. It's surreal to hear the nice words that have been said about me from players that used to play for this team. A massive thank you to Ollie and everyone at Manchester United for the trust they've shown in me, and I can't wait to start to repay that on the pitch. Well, you know what? It's amazing, isn't it? Because Manchester United should have done this deal in the summer. But that's the only negative I'm going to say. They should have done it in the summer, and they screwed up. But at least they've got the decency to go back and do what they need to do. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has said, we've been tracking a Bruno for many months, and everyone here has been... That's a lie. Many months. Knob. Not true. That has been going on for a long time. And everyone there has been tremendously impressed with all his attributes and what he will bring to this team. Most importantly, he's a terrific human being with a great personality, and his leadership qualities are clear for all to see. Bruno, well, I'd say most importantly, Ollie, his ability to score goals is going to be the most important thing, because my postman's a terrific human being. I don't want him playing number 10 for Manchester United, but he does have leadership qualities. He's got goals and assists that speak for themselves. He will be a fantastic addition to our team, and he will help us push on in the second part of the season. The winter break is coming at a perfect time for us to integrate Bruno into the squad and for him to get to know his teammates. Well, look, Bruno Fernandes, Manchester United, £5.5 million. I wish it was. 5 year contract. Let me get 5.5 year contract, because obviously it'll go to the summer. Look, he's got to play against Wolves now. I don't care about the price. He is the boy. He is at Manchester United. I've got loads of people watching. Smash a like on the video. Just smash a like on the video for me. This has been a journey. It's a climb. You know, there's so many songs I could sing. Looks like we made it. We beat the odds together. Yes, I've not even had a drink. I'm just drunk on joy. I'm drunk on joy. And that's not anybody who's lived around here called Joy. I mean joy. Joyful and triumphant, if it was Christmas. I'm joyful and triumphant. So come all you faithful. Here you go, mate. I'm just as excited as you are, says William Dolinguez. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for the watch-along on Saturday now. The most important thing is, we've got the preview coming up at 8:30 tonight. The most important thing for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Man United is not to do something stupid like, oh, we've got to wrap him up, we've got to bring him on in the last 20 minutes, get him into the team, and let's start living the dream. That's what's going to make the dream work. So, yes, get him into that team. Get him in that team ASAP. There's no Matic on Saturday anyway. He can play box to box. I don't care. Just get him in that bloody team because this is the boost that we need, without a shadow of a doubt. Can we pop the bottle now, Mark? He's officially a United player. Get the gin out tonight, Mark. Party on the United stand. Hope we get a striker now. Well, there's still a day left to do it. And Dane Sumner, why are we pressing the reset button? Ollie is still crap. If anything, Bruno is being wasted on that Pratt. All right, Dane. Don't bring the bloody mood down, man. Don't blame the mood down. I don't care. I don't care if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's lost every game of the season. I don't care if Liverpool are about to win their title in the first 30 years. This is a massive signing for me. This is been going on for a year. I didn't think the club were going to go back in for him after the summer. I came into this January transfer window sulking, saying, well, you know what? If there's one signing we could do, it would be Bruno Fernandes. I flippantly said on January the 5th, if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer signed Bruno Fernandes, I'd back him. And I have to back him because I'm not going to be a bloody flip-flop. That's not what I'm going to do. But to be honest with you, I almost want to back him because I feel excited. And we'll be being laughed at. You know what? We'll be laughed at. Liverpool fans, Arsenal fans, Chelsea fans, they'll all be laughing, going, look at Goldbridge and all the United fans so happy about Bruno Fernandes. Well, the smile's going to be on the other side of your face, unless you're Liverpool fans when you're winning the title. The smile's going to be on the other side. It's going to be on your neck, on the back of your neck. Because I disagree with everybody who says that Bruno Fernandes won't be that good. Oh, he's going to flop like Mkhitaryan and Kagawa. Gary Neville saying, quite rightly, we've got to be patient with him. It might take some time, January. But I tell you what, why I know he will instantly become an absolute hero to people who don't know anything about him is because, one, I know what he's all about. He is talented. He has got goals in him. He's got creativity in him. But that's not all of him. It's his tenacity, his leadership, his desire. They're the things. When you look at people like Ander Herrera and Roy Keane and Beckham and Scholes, good players, but it's that badge. He'll get it. He'll play for it like he did for Sporting because he's just got that thing in him that not many players have. It's that winnability. It's that never say die attitude. And that will endear him to the fans as well as his ability. And the big thing is, many people would joke, but with Pereira, Lingard and Mata, they are like, you could buy Mark Noble and go, he's brilliant. So, because they're so bad. But Bruno Fernandes is actually good. Have you seen the 442 Tunes Bruno video, says Oscar Weber? I have. What does it go? I can't remember how it goes. Something Fernandes, Bruno. Yeah, I can't remember the start of it now, and I've only just bloody listened to it. I'm lost in my own shock. Here. Josh Dawkins buzzing with the signing. Clean slate for Ollie now, and we'll see where we are at the end of the season. Come on, United, says Josh Dawkins. And Brandon Rothery says, I bet Bruno can't wait for his first player rating from you, Mark. That's the real thing he's looking forward to. Oh, mate, yeah, that's just... and thank you to Kapil Balagolbal, who is the latest member of the United Stand Members Club. Please smash a like, keep sharing the video. Bruno Fernandes, I want 10,000 likes on this video. If you are a United stander, smash a like on this video, because you know it's not just Bruno Fernandes to Manchester United. This is the raising of the ship that sunk in the summer. This is my player. This is the player that I've been taking so much stick about for the last year. We are interested in him. He's a brilliant player. It's never going to happen, Mark. It's never going to happen. You're talking out your arse again. It's never going to happen. Shut up about Bruno. Oh, he's talking about Bruno again. Well, here he is. It's very, very reminiscent of Lindelof, where I was talking in the January about Lindelof, and it didn't happen, and everyone was like, oh, whatever, what are you talking about? And then he came in the summer. So, there are some truths in these things. But, yes, I'm going to be doing a Bruno Fernandes Manchester United player rating in my match reaction on Saturday night. I'm going to give him a straight 10 anyway. So, spoiler alert, he could have the worst game ever and I'll still find something. Oh, look at the way he clapped the fans at the end. He's going to get a 10. It's his debut. He's basically... Bruno, I would say you've probably got, out of your 5.5 year contract, I'll back you for about 5 years of it. So, there we go. But, very serious point for a minute. In relation to Solskjaer, what I would say, if you're Ollie out, I respect you. I probably agree with you because he's done a terrible job. But Bruno Fernandes is not part of our past. He's part of our future. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer with Bruno Fernandes suddenly starts playing good football and we get good results and we get in the Champions League, why would you sack Ole anyway? You know, that's a massive turnaround. If Bruno comes in, plays well, but we still keep losing games and we're still crap and Ole gets sacked, you get Pochettino, you've got what you wanted. So I don't see the problem. I don't really get with the moodiness of, oh, bloody Ole's crap, get rid of him. I don't see why we need that negativity, because that will come in time anyway if he continues how he is. But for right now, why not be positive and think, you know what, if Bruno comes in and we start doing really well and we do get Champions League football, that's more than we expected in the summer anyway. For me, what we've done, where we are today, is where we should have been at the start of the season. If we'd have got Bruno Fernandes in the summer with Wan-Bissaka, Dan James and Maguire, I would have gone, you know what, top 4, that's what this season's all about. Next summer we get 3 more players. So we're basically where we should have been at the start of the season. But because we didn't get Bruno, we're now going, look at the crap results, look at the crap football, it's not good enough. But now let's see, this is where we should have been at the start of the season. Let's see, with Bruno in the team, Pogba and McTominay coming back, what can we do between now and May? And if we do get Champions League football, do keep Ole for another season. If we don't, maybe move him on. But what do you want? Do you want Champions League football? Do you not want it? For me, I'm very sceptical about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. As many people have got every right to be, because that's the way he's done. But ultimately, do I want us to fail to get rid of Ole, or do I want us to get Champions League football and he stays? Oh, every day of the week I want Manchester United to win, and I want... So look, he's very lucky. I agree, he's very lucky to be getting another chance, because his record is abysmal over the last year, and many other managers would have been sacked in any club, let alone this club. So he's very, very lucky. If he's gone in the summer, he will go knowing he's had more chances than anybody's ever had. So let's just see what happens. But I'm behind it. I am. I said I would be. I'm very surprised that United have got this deal done. They should have done it in the summer, and I'm very, very happy about it. Busting up. Bruno is amazing. Love him. What shirt is he? But I swear to God, if he does not start versus the Portuguese national team, Ole can do one, and it shows ineptitude. We cannot afford to not pick Bruno Fernandes against Wolves. He has been playing. It's not like he's been on the beach for the last month. He played on Monday night. He's been playing regularly. He's as fit as he's going to be. He's just got to go straight into that team, get him going. One thing is for sure, free kick and penalty numbers will go up, says Moses. Well, yeah, no more bloody matter saying Fred was scoring free kicks down the park last night, so I thought I'd let him have a go, even though I'm paid 160 grand a week to score him. So we won't have any of that. Bruno will just grab the ball and take it. Little bit of a story about Bruno Fernandes. When he went to Sampdoria, as I think he was about 21, he went to Sampdoria and he picked a shirt that was quite, I can't remember the shirt number, but it was quite an iconic shirt for Sampdoria, which shows he's got belief. He has got belief. He's not going to come in here meek and mild. He's not going to come in like, oh, can I sit here, Jesse? He'll come here and go, get out. Get out. Harry Maguire, I don't care how big you are, shut up. He won't literally be like that, but he's certainly got belief in himself, and he's wanted this move. I've followed Bruno Fernandes for about 3 weeks on YouTube now. People know that's not true. I followed Bruno Fernandes for a long time. I was... To be honest with you, I was expecting him to go to Spurs, and I would have watched him a lot playing for Spurs. I like the player, and I know that he was desperate to come to the Premier League. Absolutely desperate to come to the Premier League. And the fact that we've got him is absolutely brilliant. I mean, Paul Robinson's right as well. Set pieces with Maguire, beating the first man. Yeah, these are all things that this is nothing to do with Ole. We've been crap at corners for a very, very long time. Very long time indeed. He'll take the armband off Maguire, says Martin Donko. Not really bothered whether he does or he doesn't. Please do share the video as well. You know what? I must just check on my phone. Please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, because we not only this could be epic today. This could be a really epic day, because the United stand is on 649,000 subscribers, and we could hit 650,000 subscribers on the day that Bruno signed, and we'll always go, remember 650,000 subscribers, the day that Bruno signed. We can make the 30th of January a big day. So smash a like and get subscribed bottom right hand corner, and if you've already subscribed, share the video. We're on it. We're having a party. He's not cup tied for the Europa League, which is a massive positive. he basically, the great Ollie's right here. He can play against. Does anybody know his shirt number? Does anybody know his shirt number? I'm trying to find out if we know what shirt number he is on the official. I can't find it anywhere. I can't find it. Congratulations for Bruno, but he's not an Ollie signing, Sister Banshu Kumar. He might be, he might not be. But they should sign. Oh, no, I'm not going to read that. His shirt number. Sorry, I missed it. Nobody knows what his shirt number is. No, there was some talk of it being 16 if Rojo goes. They might hold back on his shirt number then. I'd predicted 25 a while ago. But look, yeah, he won't. The great thing Ollie's right about is that if he plays against Wolves, we don't play Chelsea for 2 weeks after that. So get him into the Wolves game, get him his debut at Old Trafford, get him a feel of the club, get him to fall in love with the club, which will take him about 2 seconds when he walks out at Old Trafford. Get him feeling what it's all about, and then give him 2 weeks to train with the team, have a bit of a rest, and then we go for it. The real work starts, Europa League and everything like that. I just can't wait. And you know what? His injury record is very good. He doesn't get injured very often. I mean, I did the video, was it yesterday morning, about Bruno, so let's summarise that a bit. With Ollie's team sheets, will he even play on Saturday, says Charlie Welsh. Well, the great thing is, Pogba's out injured, McTominay's out injured, and Matic is suspended. So he can't not pick him. I've been following Bruno for years and always buy him on Football Manager, and I'm so buzzing we go and got him for real. Sancho next, just need Champions League football, says Nick Warren. Yeah, I mean, look, there can't be many United fans who don't know much about Bruno Fernandes at this stage. There can't be that many. But what I would say is, to me, this signing is I can't think of a signing as exciting as this for me personally and as significant. I mean, Pogba was a big signing, but it wasn't one I wanted. I've said this before, so sorry if people have heard me say it. I didn't want Pogba. It wasn't I didn't want him. I just never thought we could get him. So I'd never considered Pogba coming back. When we signed him, I was like, wow, he's one of the world's best midfielders. He's a great signing. That's a real big statement from United. But Fernandes is different because Fernandes is a player that many of us have looked at and gone, he'd be perfect for United. He's ready to step up. You know, he's like, you know, people say it about Maddison and Grealish. Bruno Fernandes is the same. He's a player that's ready to step up, who can become one of the best players in Europe. He is a signing that people have wanted and would be excited about. So for me, this signing, it's a little bit like Memphis Depay, but I wasn't mad about Memphis Depay. I was like, oh, he's good. But Bruno Fernandes is a player that I've just thought, you know, he's exactly what we need. He's ready to make that next step. He's experienced at 25, but he's not in his prime yet. Perfect signing. So I can't think of a signing we've made like this, probably since Van Persie, that I've been like, I'm convinced this is going to work. And Van Persie, I was like convinced it's going to work. And I'm not saying he's on the level of Van Persie, he's not, but I'm just totally convinced this is going to work. And I'm going to look a bloody idiot if it doesn't. But I'm on a scale of 100%, I'm 90% he's going to be an absolute revelation at Manchester United. I really do think he's going to become a fan favourite, consistent and brilliant. And we don't have players like that. You know, even Marcus Rashford, we all love him, but he's not consistent. Martial's not consistent. Pogba's not consistent. Fred has been quite consistent, and he's become a fan favourite very quickly because of that. If you are a good player and you're a consistent player, you become a fan favourite very quick. Brandon Williams in a short space of time. Yeah, he's got a lot to grow, but he's consistent. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, consistent. So I think Bruno Fernandes will be like another Ander Herrera, but maybe even bigger than Herrera because he can get goals. Bruno at the wheel, tell me how good does it feel, says Jonathan Gambrell. It feels bloody good. Don't stop believing. Hang on to... Don't ever stop believing. I mean, this is the thing. What I would say is never stop believing. It would be funny they bring in Bruno thinking about bringing in Poch in the summer and instead it helps Ollie finish top 4 and win 2 trophies, says Leaf Hunter. But that's the way football works. I need to come back to that. Congratulations to us United fans and congratulations to you, Mark. It's been a long time coming. We deserve to feel elated. Better late than never. It's fantastic, isn't it? I can't wait. I'm doing the preview at 8:30 tonight. Can't wait to do that knowing Bruno Fernandes. The dream is going to be part of the team. I've been but look, going back to been following this saga since the end of last season with you. Someone should compile the best bits and make a documentary. Netflix would rake it in, says Alex Lipscomb. Look, if anybody out there wants to go through all the Bruno Fernandes videos that I've done since around last May, even the one on Mallorca, and compile a little video, I'll put it up on this channel for no problem. And any revenue it gets, I'll send it to you. I'd happily do that. I'd love to see that, but I don't know whether anybody could be asked to go through our back catalogue of it. But Ensing says, haven't been this happy in a long time. He's still a risk, but I don't care. You and the rest of the guys have a drink or two on me. I'm going football training at 7. I'm just gonna be Bruno. I'm Bruno. That's what I'm going to do. I remember when we signed Andy Cole all those years ago. It was January. It wasn't a January transfer window because it didn't exist then. But we signed Andy Cole in January, and we gave him Keith Gillespie. I think it was 6 million plus Gillespie, so it was a 7 million deal. I remember going training that night. I was a lot younger than I am now, and every goal I scored was Andy Cole, and we had a Newcastle fan there. I was really winding him up. HJ says, hey Mark, since Bruno is your favourite signing, would you like it if he wore the number 7, since that's your favoured United number? Keep up the good work. HJ, I don't want him to wear number 7. I think, why put the pressure on a player who's number 7 so quickly? So I wouldn't give him the number 7. I don't want him to get the number 7 shirt, no. Buzzing Mark, well done on bringing home the RMS Bruno. Love you, Mark. Well, I love all of you lot as well. I love everyone tonight, because this is just creme de la creme. Absolutely superb. I'm so happy. I'm so happy, and it's weird. I have to be, because I can't be selfish on this channel, despite the rumours. I can't be selfish. I always try to find both sides, and I realise there is still a possibility of a walkout at the weekend. Now, I don't think that will happen now, because I think fans can be bought, and I think the positivity that I'm feeling now will stop not just me, but a lot of people from being negative on Sunday and Saturday and walking out. Whether that's right or wrong, should one signing cloud the last 7 years? Of course it shouldn't, but these are things that will work. So I am massively excited about it, but I don't want to defer away from the people who still have their concerns about what's going on at the club. It's an amazing thing, isn't it? I'm sat here at the end of January absolutely ecstatic, but we've lost to Burnley, we've lost to Arsenal, we've lost to Man City. We have lost to Man City this month. At the start of the month, we lost to Liverpool. We're miles off top 4. We've played crap football. We don't create any chances. We're awful. If it wasn't a club legend, he would have been sacked. The board's a joke. Everything's terrible, but United spend 50 million on a player and everyone's like, yay, we're back. But it's not the 50 million. It's the significance of the player. He's more than a player. We could have gone out and signed... We could have gone and signed Jack Grealish. It wouldn't have been the same as Bruno Fernandes. He's far more than a player. It's a symbol. It's a player that everybody wanted last summer, that we thought we were going to get. The midfielder, we didn't get it. It's massively symbolic, Bruno Fernandes. It's not just a normal signing. And it could be that player. And, going back to that previous point that somebody said, what if Bruno Fernandes has been brought in for Pochettino and Pochettino comes in May? Well, I would be stunned if that is not a route United are thinking of going down. But what I would say is the same thing happened with Van Gaal. Mourinho was free. A lot of people in the January were saying we need to get Mourinho. The club was saying we're going to stick by Van Gaal. Van Gaal won an FA Cup, got sacked. Mourinho came in because the club had been talking to Mourinho. This situation, Ollie, a lot of people saying Ollie out. We have been speaking to Pochettino by a lot of accounts, and if Ollie doesn't get top 4 and win anything, it probably will be Ollie out and Poch in. But if Van Gaal had got top 4 and Champions League football, we wouldn't have gone for Mourinho. We wouldn't have done. Why would you sack a manager that's got you top 4? So it wasn't going to happen. If Ollie gets top 4 and wins a trophy, we won't go for Pochettino. That's how high-end business works. The plans can change. So at this moment in time, I think United have spoken to Pochettino and there is a willingness to take him in the summer if certain things happen. If Ollie continues to do what he's doing, I think he'll be gone and I think Pochettino comes in. If Ollie gets Champions League football, I think we'll steer clear of Pochettino. And that's how a business should work. You should always be changeable. And that's why I think we made a big mistake last season when we said we were going to wait till the summer to appoint a manager and we appointed Ollie in March and then the season fell apart. So I think they'll learn their lesson and they'll keep their options open. But signing a player that Poch wants isn't a bad idea, is it? But having said that, we shouldn't be totally focused on that because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wants Bruno Fernandes. Mourinho, as manager of United, would want Bruno Fernandes. I would want Bruno Fernandes. You would want Bruno Fernandes. So it's not so about that, I don't think. Mojo says, Mark, realistically, given how we are as a club today, how many players do you think we need to get back to winning ways, and who do you think needs to be moved on? Well, Rojo's going, which is good. Ensing says, haven't been this happy in a long time. He's still a risk, but I don't care. You and the rest of the guys have a drink or two on me. Well, I'm not going to have my drink until 8:30 on the preview, because I've got to go football training in a bit. Do you think we'll get top 4 marks? Says Jack Davies. Do you lot think? I know we're acting sensationalist here. I'm just going to see if I can find out what the shirt number is. I know we're acting a little bit sensational here, but do you think we're going to get top 4? Do you think Manchester United are going to get top 4, or do you think that that's now not going to happen, even though we've got even though we've got Bruno Fernandes in the team now? Let me know in the live comments what you think about that. Personally, I think we've got a chance of getting top 4. I do. I think we've got a chance of getting top 4. Because I think Chelsea got Leicester on the weekend, and then they play us. If they lose to Leicester and we beat them and we beat Wolves, we'll be level with them. A lot of people are saying yes, some people are saying no. I'd say probably 50-50. If Bruno Fernandes hadn't signed, we'd all be saying no. So it's only because of Bruno Fernandes that we've got a chance to get top 4, and the return of maybe Pogba and McTominay. But I think this happens. I think if we don't get top 4, Ollie's gone. I think if we do get top 4, Ollie stays. And as a fan, I can deal with that. If he doesn't get top 4 and he doesn't improve, he probably deserves to go. If he does get top 4, well, that's progress. And we all would have took that back in August. And as I said, for those joining us a little bit late, please do smash a like on the video. I want to get 10,000 likes on this. It's a Bruno Fernandes video. Even if it's just for me personally, hit the like button. And make sure you subscribe as well, bottom right-hand corner. We're trying to change that to 650 on Bruno Day. But for me personally, as I've said, this is where we should have been on August the 8th. Bruno Fernandes should have come in the summer, and then we would have had Dan James, Wan-Bissaka, Harry Maguire, Bruno Fernandes, and I would have gone, let's go, let's build. We wouldn't have won the league. Of course we wouldn't have won the league. Look at what Liverpool have done. We wouldn't have won the league. We might have been in 4th place, but we would have got top 4. And that, to me, would have been progress this season. So we can still rescue this season. We can still, in May, come out of this season with what we said would have been good in August. So we are where we should have been in summer. And that's down to Ollie or the board or whoever. They should have got this deal done in the summer. They prioritised other positions. Watch the video that James Cooper did with Flex earlier. And he was saying that the reason they didn't go for Bruno in the summer is because they prioritised other areas. The money was there, but they prioritised. So we didn't prioritise a midfielder in the summer, which was idiocy. Whoever was involved in that, it was idiocy. But we've now got him. We've now gone and got a player that we maybe were going to wait for the summer, but we needed to get him now. So we are where we should have been last summer. Let's see what we can do between now and May. How do you think we will, a new player on a debut, take the walkout, especially if he and United are playing well that day? Just curious to know your opinion. I think Bruno Fernandes, this is his dream come true. And I think when he walks out against Wolves on Saturday, he's going to love it. But you're going to love it. You're going to love it. I'm going to love it. So you're going to love it. You're going to love his tenacity from minute one. You're going to love how he's like, if you look at Lingard and you look at Pereira and you look at Mata, they're all inadequate on the ball for different reasons. I would play, I don't want to get into the preview too much. I would play a 4-2-3-1 and I would play him in the number 10. That's where I would play him. I would play Fred and Pereira. I know Matic can't play, so I'd play Fred and Pereira and I would put Bruno Fernandes in that number 10 role. What he might do is play Fred and Bruno and still play Lingard or Pereira. That doesn't solve our attacking issues. I know it makes it, we're going to be weaker without Matic anyway, but I would play Bruno where we want to play Bruno, which is in that number 10 position. He'll be tracking back anyway. He'll probably be tired out after an hour because he'll run himself into the ground and it's a quicker, harder league. That's the big thing for Bruno. That's the only thing I would say. This league is not the Portuguese league, so fitness-wise, it's going to take him time to adjust. I'd be surprised if he can play 90 minutes. But then again, if he does, he's got 2 weeks to rest afterwards. He'll run himself into the ground, and you'll see that from minute one, and you're going to fall in love with him like I am. Mark, what do you think about getting Solomon Rondon on loan? Says Bernardo Suarez. No, I mean, he's another player in China, isn't he? It's a bit like a Gala. I mean, what I would say is after this video, go straight after it and watch the James Cooper interview with Flex, because he'll tell you everything you need to know about a striker deal. Martial is dropping deep to get on the ball and create, but now that we've got Bruno, he'll be a proper number 9. Look, I'll be critical of Martial. I saw him yesterday against City. He's dropping off a lot. I don't care whether he's frustrated or not. Rooney used to do it. Stay in the box. You're the number 9. I know it's boring because there's nothing going on, but that's your job. You can't be criticised if you're in the box. You can't be dropping out to the left wing or into the number 10 position. You're the number 9. Ollie wants a striker. Anyone who you think we can sign, says Mojo. I like Mertens, but I don't know whether it can be done. Martinelli has Bruno in his pocket. He only costs 6 million. He's the new Brazilian Ronaldo. Bruno won't improve under Ollie. Zane, that's the only time you're going to get read out today, you bitter prat. Look, the reality is the rest of the Premier League are jealous of this deal. Even Liverpool fans are like, you've got a good player there. Even Jurgen Klopp said it in the summer, I don't want Bruno Fernandes to go to United. Arsenal fans are like, oh my God, we're shit, but let's try and play it, put a brave face on. Chelsea fans are like, I can't believe we've not bought anybody. Spurs fans would like Bruno Fernandes. A lot of clubs would like Bruno Fernandes, but he's about to become the biggest flop in the world, as you saw with Zayn there. They're about to turn and start calling him a flop. Any little pass or anything like that, they'll be on him. But that's because they're scared. That's because they're scared. And that's why a lot of United fans always jump in on Pepe, because we know we would have liked Pepe, and we know we want him to flop for that reason. So it just comes with the territory. Let the rivals hate. The more they hate, the more I know we've got a good player. Is top 4 important, or is it Champions League? Realistically, we could finish 6th and win the Europa League. What will we judge Ollie on, says Tad Davis. Yeah, when I say Champions League, Tad, I mean Europa League or top 4. And either or. But Ollie will have a decision to make on that. We haven't got the squad to go for both. So he has to make a decision, just like Mourinho did, and it worked. He won the Europa League. If we come out of this season with Champions League football, Ollie will be here next year. If he doesn't, there's a very big chance Poch will be here. I worry, to be honest, all top players United seem to ruin. Do you think Ollie's tactics could prevent him playing his best, says Gordon Murray? Coming back to that, very good point. And Jace Malla says, I'm excited for the midfield trio of Pogba, Fred and Bruno. And McTominay. And Matic, suddenly we've got some depth, haven't we? But what was Gordon Murray's point? You know what? You're absolutely right. I will argue with anybody about Bruno Fernandes being a flop. It's not going to be happening. But what I would say is this. Kagawa, Mata, Mkhitaryan, all similar flair creative players failed at Manchester United. And there are others. Veron was a player who could create from the midfield. He failed as well. But the big difference this time is we bought Kagawa and we were playing a 4-3-3. We bought Mata and we played a 4-3-3. Ollie's system, as much as I don't like the 4-2-3-1, there is a very specific number 10. But we've never really played that position. And I think if Mata had been bought and brought in his prime and played there, we would have had a better Mata. Same with Kagawa, same with Mkhitaryan. We play with a number 10. Bruno Fernandes into that position is already going to be a success because he can't be as bad as Lingard, Pereira and Mata. So he's already going to be an improvement. And we play with a player who can play there. But the great thing about Bruno Fernandes is if Ollie doesn't want to play the 4-2-3-1 and he wants to go back to the 4-3-3 that he did in the first 3 months with a holder and 2 box-to-box, Bruno can do that as well. He's done that a lot for Sporting Lisbon. The 2 positions that Bruno plays predominantly at Sporting for, well, I say Sporting, he doesn't anymore, he plays for us now, shut up Sporting and sit down. The 2 positions that Bruno plays the most at Sporting was 4-3-3, right-sided of the 3, and diamond formation, head of the diamond in a number 10. So I think every opportunity is there for him. OJC says, I've messaged you on Instagram about the Bruno video. I would like to do it if that's okay. Mate, if you can do a decent job on it and fairly quickly, then you crack on and we will put it up. Simple as that. I sort of feel it with a bit of cutaways and a bit of music and a bit of sadness and it cuts to grey and stuff like that. I'm giving you direction now. Sanderberg to Sheffield United, really, says Carito Jank. I don't care. Look, other people are going to sign other people, aren't they? That's the way it's going to work. So that's just the way it is. But look, I'm massively excited. I can't wait to do the preview at 8:30. It's not an 8 o'clock show tonight because I've got to go and play a bit of football. I wish I had a Bruno shirt right now, in fact. But I'm very, 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 very pleased with it. We're over the moon, in fact. And I've got messages coming in. I was hoping I was going to get a shirt number there. No, we're still not going to get a shirt number. What about Belotti? Look, striker situation. Seriously, go and watch the Sky Sport. Well, it's not Sky Sports. Go and watch the interview with James Cooper. If you want to know what United are going to do in the next 36 hours, go and watch that video, because he will tell you on that one very, very easily. I've got a voice message now. Don't know what that's all about. Calder video has 2 as one of the shirt numbers, says Dan Weston. I'm surprised he hasn't got the shirt number out yet. 25 was the one I predicted. I'll laugh if it's 25. The love affair with Goldbridge and Bruno just continues if it's 25. He did wear 25 for Portugal, but the thing is, if he waits, a lot of people think it might be 28. If he waits a little bit, he could get the 26. He could get the 16, which is what he currently wears for Portugal. So we'll see on that. How are we doing for likes? I want to hit 10,000 likes while we're live on air. That's what I want to do. So please do smash a like. We've got 17,000 people watching. If only a quarter of you hit the like button, we'll go past 10,000 likes. It's that simple. I don't want to go off air until we've got 10,000 likes on the video, to be honest with you. And we're closing in on 650,000 subscribers as well, which I really want to do today for Bruno Day. You've been waiting for Bruno since summertime, and you called it, mate, says Mr. Beast. I'm Batman. Yes. I'm not smug though. I'm not going to be smug. I'm not going to be I told you so. I'm not interested in anything about that. For me, all I ever want is what's best for Manchester United. And all I wanted was Bruno Fernandes in a Manchester United shirt. I'm not going to well up, don't worry. And I can't believe it's going to happen. It's absolutely no. All I wanted was him at United. For people who've been watching this channel, I always said I wanted Fabinho. I wanted Lozano. Well, maybe Lozano hasn't done as well as I thought he would do. But Fabinho at United, I was talking about Fabinho with some people on this channel 3 years I think it was, before he went to Liverpool. He would have been brilliant for us. I desperately wanted him. It didn't happen. Bruno was going the same way. It was an obsession. This player would be brilliant for us. And I feel exactly like that. That's the excitement. I know this player's perfect for us. There are no guarantees, but it's the perfect signing. I can't knock United. Like when they bought Matic, I was like, oh God. When they bought Lukaku, I was like, oh God, you know. When they bought Lindelof, I was like, I'm not so sure about Lindelof. I mean, I don't know much about him, to be honest with you. Dan James, didn't really know much about him. Wan-Bissaka, I was like, he's a good steady right back, but I'm not massively excited. Same with Harry Maguire, nothing against them. But with this, as I said, it's more than a signing. It's more than a signing. It's absolutely superb. And I'm so excited to get it started. Let's get to work. So yeah, look, I said in the summer, I knew United were after him in the summer, and I knew there was a reason why they dropped out, and it wasn't the story they put out there. Because if you believe the story they put out, we're not interested in him, he takes too many risks. What a load of rubbish. They just didn't have time. I don't think they had time. I think they prioritised keeping a player that didn't want to be here in Paul Pogba over letting him go and getting players in that would have improved us. That was a big mistake, but mistakes happen. All I'm bothered about now is he's here. He's playing on Saturday. Let's go and get Champions League football. And then I'm not bothered about Ollie being our manager next year if we're in the Champions League, because that's progress. For me, Ollie going and Pochettino coming in and we're still in the Europa League, or worse, we're not even in anything. I don't want that. I actually want to see progress. So if you can say to me we're going to be in the Champions League next year, look, ideal situation, Bruno comes in, he's fantastic. Pogba comes back, McTominay comes back, Rashford comes back. By the end of the season, we're in the Champions League. We then go and get maybe a Maddison, we get a CDM, we get a striker, and then next season we're fighting for second place and we're doing well in the Champions League. Then the season after that, we buy more players, we're fighting for a title. That's the 3-year plan we all want to see. So if this is finally going to be the start of it, because we've finally got a player that we should have got in the summer, I'm all for that. I want to see that happening. That's what I want to see. I'm very happy to see it. So yeah, we're only 800 people away from 10,000 likes, by the way. So please do smash a like on the video. I just don't want Bruno to get number 7, says Stefan. He won't get number 7. He won't get number 7. It'd be stupid to give him the number 7. I don't want that sort of pressure on Bruno. Just get him in the Man United shirt. That's what I want to see. That's all I'm bothered about. Fans of teams that haven't won a Champions League in their dead history would be salty now, says the Ray. Look, everybody would want Bruno Fernandes. Even Liverpool would want Bruno Fernandes. They can pretend that they don't, but why would you not want him? He's a good player and he would improve them. There's no way. It's like Anthony Martial. People knock Anthony Martial, but every team in the Premier League would like Anthony Martial. All right, maybe he'd be on the bench for Man City and Liverpool, but they'd still want him and they'd still go, I reckon we could get the best out of him. It's that sort of a player. And it's absolutely great. It's absolutely superb. Mark, what about the number 8? Well, that's Mata's shirt. Jermaine, I can't see that happening. But in summary, let me just go somewhere where I can give you a good summary, because I've not even told you what the fee is yet. $5.5-year deal for Bruno Fernandes. His cost is £47 million with add-ons that will take it up to £67.7 million. 5.5-year deal, and obviously Ollie has said that his stats speak for himself. The reality is with Bruno Fernandes, and whoever got him, the reality is with Bruno Fernandes is he's a player that is ready to go to the next level. 25 years of age, amazing stats in relation to goals and assists over the last 2 years. He's good to go, he's ready to go, he's ready for the step up, he's hungry for the setup. And also, can I just say, this is worth a like on the video in itself. We've kicked into the grass Brexit FC. We were worried that we were coming a club that only wanted to look at British talent. We've gone and bought a player from abroad, which I think is massive. And I'm going to mention it at the start of the preview as well. That's a big tick in the box for Manchester United Football Club. We've gone and bought a player under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer that's not British. And a lot of people were getting worried about that, because we were worried that we were looking for players in their early 20s who were British, who were looking for a step up with talent. We've gone and bought a player who is ready for a step up, who is hungry, who is talented, but is Portuguese. That to me is a major step forward for Manchester United. We cannot close ourselves off like Brexit. We've got to be looking around Europe and the whole world, and that's the most important thing for Manchester United. A lot of people saying that the number 8, 25's shirt number hinted by Calder United. I tell you what, if it's number 25, I'm going to kiss my face. I will. I predicted 25 3 weeks ago. I said, I'm going to find the tweet. Now that we've got Bruno, we can get rid of Lingard, says Paul Gavin. Well, I think Lingard or Pereira have got to go just for economic reasons. We don't need that many people in that position. And actually, Lingard's probably the one to go, because Pereira can drop into the midfield. Bruno Fernandes is the Portuguese Roy Keane, says Tugner. We'll have to wait and see with that one. Anyway, we've nearly hit 10,000 likes. We're about to do it any second now. So please do smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Bruno Fernandes is king. Woo! Bring on Saturday. Bring on the preview at 8:30. Thank you to everybody. This has been a long journey on the United Stand. You deserve it. We deserve it. Thanks to Manchester United Football Club. You've caused a lot of problems, but I have to say, actually, thank you very much. This is the signing that's going to make a big difference. I'll see you at all 8:30 on the preview. Thanks for watching. Woo! It's real. Don't stop believing. Get out of my dreams. Get into my car. See you soon.